shaky camera setup here. It's a last minute kind of thing. Let me put the do not disturb on because I'm tired of hearing those beeps in the background. All right, let me pull up the chair and let's get the Chi Chat started, boys. Watch out, though. You can't hear me anyway. Oh. So it's been interesting times, guys. So I got some updates, I got some rants, I got some technique, I got some things going. We're gonna do the thing today, guys. Okay? We're gonna do the thing. So greetings, salutations. What's going on, boys? I don't have anything planned, but synchronicity. You know, synchronicity has forced me to bring drama to the YouTubes. So today I got suggested from YouTube. You guys should know who Mantak Chia is, right? Mantak Chia is like the super famous Taoist, you know, teacher guy. He teaches Qigong. He's kind of like Dr. Yang of Qigong and Taoism, okay? And I was shown a video today of him maybe 10 years ago teaching Tai Chi to his Qigong class. And I posted this into the Discord, so you should check this video out because the most peaceful, humble Taoist master guy just validated all of my life's work here on YouTube, okay? And everything I said about Tai Chi, everything I taught, everything I say, Mantak Chia just, in one 10-minute clip, just validated everything. Very quickly after that, I gotta give you the pretext. I get a suggestion from this guy, Damo Mitchell, and he's doing an interview with Adam Minzner. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is the video I did 2 or 3 weeks ago, the power versus authority, explaining power and authority, and I got into a little disagreement, a misunderstanding with two fine other YouTube gentlemen who I think that we've come to some, terms of agreements, and we're on amicable terms, I hope. But this guy Damo, when these guys took my benign comment on YouTube and tried to stir shit, it was a mistake. Whatever. I'm not mad at them. It's over. I don't care. This guy, after it's all said and done, and we're at the point of like shaking hands and letting go, this fucking guy comes in and tries to with some sarcastic dig, attack me. And I'm like, of all the people, because I only know them from 5 videos or something from years ago when I saw this guy. And I'm like, I had no opinion on it whatsoever. Okay, he's just some guy who's he's studying like everybody else. But when he made this comment, everything in my soul said this guy's a cocksucker. Okay? And I have no other way to say this. Now, I'll offer the same olive branch to this guy, okay? Just a little apologies in order, okay? But I meant what I said. I will make shoes on Don like a fucking child. I don't say things I don't fucking mean. So you can put that out there. So this guy goes and starts shit with me, fine. Right after I see the Mantak Chia video, YouTube suggests me this interview of Adam Minzer with this Damo guy. So I made a pink smoothie just so that I can honor Adam Minzer's shirt. Okay, nice choice in shirts, buddy. Just a coincidence. I've been making fucking watermelon smoothies, guys. But he is wearing a pink shirt. So this I didn't watch. I couldn't stomach. And I watch everything in 2x speed. I couldn't stomach watching 5 minutes of this video. It is literally the epitome of it. It is emblematic of all things of pusillanimous and pretentious nature that can bring any form of perturbation in a person's soul is what I got from the 5 minutes of watching that video. Okay? I don't have any other fucking way to explain this, guys. So there's so much wrong in the first 5 fucking minutes that I'm having trouble breaking it down. So, but I do this because I've been on a mission since childhood to save the fucking world. Okay? So, for me, this is all about the spirit of de-evolution versus evolution. Okay? I don't give a shit about proving Tai Chi better than what I give a shit about is proving the de-evolution scale of what's been happening to society. You can't prove a martial art is better than the martial art because people fight people, not arts. Okay? It's like saying, oh, you know, you use a Glock and you use a revolver, you know, we're gonna see who's the better fighter. It's just like, these are stupid things to say. But anyway, so what I got from, like, I'm sorry because I know you guys like the authenticity, so I don't plan anything, and I'm trying to put this together in my head as I saw it because it was so fucked up. It was posted 2 weeks ago, so you guys should be able to easily find this. And it basically goes on, you know, talking, like, disrespecting, like, any real martial artist who ever fought in his life, okay? They're disrespecting Tai Chi, and, like, I think it's, like, ridiculous to say, like, now, the reason I brought Mantak Chia in his video was explaining how the Chinese were killing Japanese people with Tai Chi Chuan, okay, during the Second War. So, and his descriptions of applications that I hope you go and take a look at were neck breaks, crushing freaking lungs, crushing the liver, dislocating joints. This is Mr. Happy, joy, smile into your organs, who's talking about Tai Chi as a martial art for warfare, not as a game. When you look at Dr. Yang and his lineage, and you see all the weapons, all the applications, how are these guys sitting in delusion saying that Tai Chi is a martial art for old people, saying that the guy who invented Tai Chi in the Wudang Mountain, you know, he probably invented it because he was old and couldn't fight anymore, and it's like these guys are living in a different fucking reality. It's like a timeline split. I saw it happen because I grew up with the last generation of the old school, like, warrior guys, like real deal dudes. So who's this? Guillermo! What's up, buddy? Why won't this let me see the whole fucking thing? I can't see your whole comments. Oh, there we go. Press the button. Oh, all message visible. You're gonna make the fucking grass grow, bro. Yeah, so these guys are going around. But you came in late. You didn't hear the fucking the reason. And you see this guy, and the fact that he had the balls to I'm having this little fight, argument, debate thing with these two other guys. This gets solved. After it's done, this Domo Mitchell guy, Mr. fucking I want to be the Taoist Buddhist preacher guy, decides to chime in and try to start a fight with me. I told him, listen, bro, same I told to them. I will make Zhu Zhangzhou look like a fucking child. And I am not playing. I will fight all three of you. I'll fight, you throw Zhu Zhangzhou in the mix. I'll take all four of you. And I mean this on my life. Like, I swear this on my life. Okay? That's how low of an opinion I have of the scale of martial arts. Not that I have a high opinion of myself. Because when I look at the people who train me, I can't touch them. So when I look at you guys and these fucking people, and I'm like, you guys are shit. You guys are absolute shit. And then you create these illusions and delusions. Oh, Tai Chi's, you know, this, Tai Chi's that. No. If you stop what you're doing and get out of your little echo chambers and your delusional, pretentious, narcissistic bubbles, and you look at the history, and you look at the lineages, and you look at the application, that's not what it is. Tony Take, how you doing, brother? Taking money. You know, I didn't know that was you until I went and took your picture, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And I'm looking at this little fucking thing. You know when I made that video, I didn't know that was George from his last name. I didn't know it was George until he emailed me he wanted me to go to the Tai Chi, the World Tai Chi Day. And I saw his name in the email. I'm like, I don't remember people's fucking last names, bro. I don't fucking remember my own fucking last name. How you been? So, anyway, I gotta feed into the kids' drama train because that's what YouTube likes. But it's also a necessity evil, because what these guys are doing, you know, I'm not saying Adam Minzer so much, because I think Adam Minzer, he's performing a karmic duty for his soul cluster. Let's put it that way. I know, I didn't realize it though. Bro, a lot of fun. You know what it is? I handle suffering very well. So no one will ever know how much shit I'm dealing with. I just deal with suffering. I mean, I had to pull out a tooth during the lockdown. I'm on a mountain, no electricity, no water for months. Okay, like I've stitched my foot with crazy glue, and this knuckle was busted up. My foot was busted. I had to fucking crazy glue it together. Like I had to fucking do my own dental surgery. Then and this is the least of it. Okay, like I've been in hermit isolation since lockdown. Like I see people very rarely, very very rarely. I've gone into my Taoist retreat phase. It's been hell. It's been hell, bro. I mean, before I left New York, my girl got abducted and put in a hospital permanently. I was working as a bodyguard during this fucking huge televised fucking thing. You know, my master was dying. The nun next door from me kind of fucking fell. So I'm treating all these people, right? Like I'm going to, this is what I'm going to, and I'm going to see you guys on the weekend on Sundays. This is what's going on while I'm going to hang out with you guys. This is how I live my life, so people don't understand. Like, I just don't bitch. You know what I mean? It's been rough. But, you know, now finally, you know, I had a dislocated foot I was walking on for a year. I had a fucking mold poisoning. So I was fucking vomiting, crapping blood. Like, if you can name anything that can go wrong to a motherfucker. Oh, you're welcome, brother. I'm glad. I'm glad, man. I'm glad to hear that. You know, and I think people back home, they, you know, because I was supposed to talk about this Donald Mitchell guy, and people have a very narrow view of perception of reality, where they only see the cluster or the pocket of people and how they're interacting with each other. So I don't think they realize this is it's too many problems, bro. But at the end of the day, right now, you know, what I'm trying to get at is when you see me with martial artists and friends and communities, right? They earned respect. They give respect. They act respect. They fucking put in the work. They're warriors. The people on YouTube are fucking scrub, narcissistic, fucking low-life pieces of shit who are destroying humanity. And I will never give them respect. They don't deserve it. That's just my philosophy, and I'm going to stick by it. Because let me tell you something. I grew up playing this false humility card. And let me tell you something. Everybody that knows me from New York, you know, I'm like the nicest guy. I'll give you a shot off my fucking back. But what I've learned is that those days, that society, in the Western culture is dead. You understand? We cannot apply the decorum that we would share in that kind of community with these people because they didn't fucking earn it. Not only did they earn it, they're purposely going out of their way to deceive people and to fucking shit on humanity. How many kids are growing up in a fucking world of like Teletubby, Ramsey, Dewey, fake martial arts, fake everything, fucking participation trophies? People are cutting their fucking genitals off. I mean, everything's upside down. You know what I mean? Oh, you're finally starting to get it in with George? Good. Tell him I said hi and send my love, man. Let me tell you something. If I could get there, I never want to move back to New York in my life. I can't stand the people, the politics. I hated it while I was there. The only thing I liked about New York was going to Chinatown on Sunday. That was literally it for me. Okay? I fucking hate that place. Okay? The only thing that I miss about New York is seeing you guys on the weekend. And I swear this on my life. That's it. Aside from the Chinatown Park and like my trader peoples, that fucking place can burn down. Okay? I have no regard for but yeah, that's where I'm at with life, and it's a shame, but I understand how you guys can say, what the fuck happened to Damien? Why is he losing his mind? It's not that. It's just you guys saw one piece of the pizza pie, because that's the pizza pie that was meant for you. The other side is the guy from the fucking hood, okay, who has no problem kicking someone's fucking teeth in and will enjoy it. That's not for you. But I'm the same person. It's just a holistic animal. You know, and George knows this all too well. George has seen behind the curtain of my dark side. He's gotten to see the pure, okay? You know, I remember he took me to one World Tai Chi Day, and there was this fucking huge Chinese dude, and, you know, one of the Tai Chi master guys. I'd never seen him before. He might have came from fucking China or something. I don't know. His name was like Bung or Mung or something, and he was just like he was, you know, playing push hands, but he was being kind of like rough with these guys that were little, and like it was just something in my soul was triggered. So I just walked right up to the guy and I was like, "Hi, wanna play?" And I didn't do anything. I just sat in the tree pose and let this guy go at me. I mean, at me as much as he could, with a smile on my face. Okay, and then I was done with him, and I was like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here." And I walked up to John. I'm like, you know, I just told him I don't like bullies, and I walked away. But this, like, or the one time when this one kid came into the meetup, and we're playing push, and you can see he's new. So I'm like, "Listen, guy, like," so then he tried to get a cheap shot, and he touched my nose. So in one move, I took my shoe off and blasted him with a front first kick, and I put my shoe back on. That's who I really am. Really? Benjamin. I hope Benjamin's doing well and not off the commie Kool-Aid. I feel bad for him. He's you know, he's gonna wind up, you know, being single and fucking. What can you do? Can't save them all, but send my regards. You know, I'm glad people are actually starting to do like qigong and stuff now. But that's another thing. The practices I and a lot of stuff I don't talk about. For instance, like, you know, you guys saw me. I've never shown you guys like the other styles that I do. I showed George some stuff. Maybe you've seen a couple of moves. I don't talk about that. I don't talk about my, you know, years training as a Buddhist or doing qigong or the other occult stuff that I've done. You know what I mean? I just don't talk about it. You know, because for the most part, the majority of the population is they're so de-evolved. It's you try to explain it to them, they're gonna argue with it, you know, and it's not worth it. You know, I got banned. The real reason why I got banned is because I was doing remote viewing and predicting the events that were occurring to the day over 100 times. Okay? They had to get rid of me. That's what really happened. Okay? Because when you do these trainings, this is what happens. Okay? Like you get to see behind the curtain, and people aren't ready to hear that, so I don't talk about it. You understand? And then, you know, but there's a point now where it has to be talked about because there's too many fake spiritual paper tigers, you know, running around, and it's too much at this point. You know, it's like somebody has to take the stand. It's like, you know, evil persists when good men do nothing. It's like, and not only that, like how can How can people? I grew up in a different world where, like, us as men, our job is to look after the community around us, to protect and protect its integrity. You know what I mean? Like, we're supposed to sacrifice ourselves constantly, which is what I've done my entire life. At this point in the game, I can no longer do that. I can no longer play by the altruistic rules. I keep saying this to people. You can only be a monk in the monastery. If I took a Buddhist monk and brought him to the hood, he's gonna get wrecked. Am I on drugs? No. You got some? You got some, bro? Am I on drugs? Your name is Space. You're literally, your name is fucking Space, bro. You come into some crazy martial artist stream, and the first thing you say is, "Are you on drugs?" You're a fucking retard. I'm gonna leave you here for comic relief. Continue on, please. That's it? Are you on drugs? I'm behaving very erratically, like I'm on drugs? Or maybe you're a fucking sloth? Maybe your diet shit? You look like shit? You've done nothing with your life? You have no energy? How's that? You're behaving... You can't even fucking spell. I don't need to chill out. If you don't like it, the fuck out. Find another stream, bro. Find another stream. I need to chill out, man. Who is this fucking Space guy? You look lame as fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna make him a moderator. Let's make him a moderator. No, I'm gonna pin his message. You need to chill out, man. I'm gonna pin that because that's entertaining. I'm warning you, don't try and be someone I'm not. Okay. I like this guy. Okay. You're warning me? Good. Warn me, please. What are you warning me? I need to chill out? Okay, what person am I not? Please go on. You want to come on the live with me? We can do a duet thing. You want to tell me about the person I'm not? I want to hear this. Go on, you have the floor. Please speak. Space Cadet. Please, honor me with your wisdom. Enlighten me. Teach me about myself, my inner journey. Come on, I'm waiting. Use your two thumbs. Let's go before I kick you out because you're wasting my fucking time. You're not being entertaining, dude. So it's like, come on. Why would I want to calm down? I'll calm down when I'm fucking dead. What do I want to calm down for? Why don't you get amped up? Why don't you stop being a bitch? How about that? How about you stop being a little bitch? All right? Why don't you go fucking eat some fucking food, get some gains, okay? Get some gains. Used to say on the old days of 42nd Street back in the 70s, if you push out Temple Monkey there too. Oh, exactly, bro. I was in the Guardian patrolling fucking Times Square from 94 to 96. You know what it was like over there. It was crack dealers, heroin dealers, fucking... I'm behaving like a crackhead. Cool, thanks. Is it entertaining you? If not, leave. Alright, this guy's an idiot, fucking troll. This is just dumb. It's not even fun anymore. Bye. Put him in a little timeout. Alright, he's not fun. He's just wasting our time. Fucking mental midgets. I was a professional gamer, right? I had a gaming channel. I used to make thousands of dollars shitting on people like you for fun. You walked into the wrong fucking place, bro. You walked into the wrong fucking place. I live for this shit. Go on, tell people I'm too hyperactive. Please do. So anyway, Luke, what's up, buddy? I was telling the story of well, you have to watch the beginning of the stream later. I'll probably do a recap really fast anyway. But Tony just came in. I don't know if he's still here. I don't know who's still here. What's going on? But yeah. So that was his deal. So we'll see how Space Cadet just left, or whatever. So anyway, let's do the. I'm gonna try to break down the beginning of the fucking stream and do a little recap because we get so sidetracked. I'm so sorry, guys. So, long story short, Mantek Chia, the Happy Taoist Smile to Your Organs guy, basically made a Tai Chi video that I posted in Discord where he's basically explaining how you should, rip people's heads off, crush their livers, and break their bones. And that is real Tai Chi. That his masters were killing Japanese during the World War. Then this guy, Damo Mitchell guy, the guy who tries to pick a fight with me on Instagram, who's supposed to be the spiritual guru guy, which I think is kind of like, hilarious. 2 weeks ago, I got suggested today, 2 weeks ago, he posted an interview with Adam Minzer. And if you watch the first 5 minutes, it literally sums up what a cocksucker this guy is. And Luke, you're talking about the name Damo, right? In Australia, that's short for Damien. I would know that. I don't think he's. I pray he's not arrogant enough to say, he's Damu. Okay, I pray for the guy. I don't think he can be that crazy. But that's where we're at. Anyway, so it was just the whole idea of watching that. And I'll let you guys come to your own conclusions. The people in the Tai Chi community who are complaining about Adam Minzer, who I've been saying this for a long time, you're wrong. And I offer to teach you for free. I've said to many people, and I still on Facebook, I will teach you the technique for free just to prove to you it's not bullshit. I don't know the guy. I don't have to fucking defend this guy in his pink fucking shirt. I'm defending him because I know what it takes, the effort it takes to get to that place. He is one of us. He put in his effort for his lineage. He deserves to get some backup. This Damo motherfucker, that's the guy that the Tai Chi community should be looking at like, this guy's a piece of shit. They hate that Adam Minzer gets because he has a skill that is unusual, okay? Is they hate that Damo guy should be for being a fake fuck, for being a paper tiger. That's my opinion, okay? That's my opinion. That guy is a dick rider. That guy's a cocksucker, okay? And maybe he'll prove me otherwise someday by apologizing for his fucking outburst and going completely against all the things that he says he teaches. I never said that. My Tai Chi, my Buddhism, right, my religious philosophies that I keep in secret are not yours. I don't follow your social contract. I don't have your same worldview. Okay? The way that Buddha taught it to me is not like he taught it to you. My first understandings of Buddhism came from Zen, from samurai emulation, from preparing for warfare and death. So your first 5 minutes of that fucking clip of his interview, we are diametrically opposed opposites at this point. Okay? This guy's saying that Tai Chi is weak, and for old people, I'm saying no, it's the exact opposite. He's saying that to be a spiritual person, you have to be a false pacifist, which is basically, a pacifist is someone who, chooses nonviolence. But you have to be capable of extreme violence to be a pacifist. I'm a pacifist. Okay, I'm a Buddhist vegetarian. I haven't fucking eaten meat in 23 years. And I avoid, whenever possible, doing damage when I can. Okay? But, no, we don't follow the same. See, well, these guys will go around eating meat, but they're afraid to kill a man. I won't, eat meat, but I have no problem ripping your fucking face off your body. So our spiritual dichotomy is completely opposed to each other. Right? Which is real or fake, they're both real. Okay? He's real for his extension of his life path. Okay? Is it congruent to the original teachings of Tai Chi Chuan, of Qigong or Buddhism? None of it is. None of it. And I can prove this to you because when you look at all religions and philosophical practices, there's levels. And there's the open teaching, the open school, which is what you have in Catholicism. Then you have your closed door secrets, right? And you have the teaching, and those are usually levels. The stuff that these guys are teaching people are the covers of the book. There's not the deep truth, okay? And when you get stuck in terminology, or I want to, use the Tibetan terms, I want to use the Japanese term, and you get caught up in these fictions, Okay? Because these words, they bind you. It's like if you understood the philosophy at all, any of these people would never use anything but English terms. Okay, you'd be bringing the language down to communication level and you'd be speaking in construct. I can go on and break apart how bad, from a spiritual aspect, what's happening, because it's Dunning-Kruger effect, and it's spiritual narcissism. You know what I mean? It's your... you can't... These people who are comparing themselves... I don't compare myself to any other people. Right? Like, you never see me say, I'm better than this guy. Well, I do when it comes to a fact when you've actually confronted me. I'll be like, listen, I know who can kick my ass. I know who can't kick my ass. Okay? Like, I can look at you and be like, all right, you know, I'm going to have to put some work in, or, you know, I'm in trouble here. You know what I mean? Anyway. But, I think you guys who have been on these, what's the word, crusades to save Tai Chi, right? Like, you know, everyone has their own reasons and their own ideas. But you're going after Adam Minzer like he's like, you know, he's like the fucking, the worst guy. His demos aren't fake. I mean, maybe he's a little like overproduced and like, you know, the pretentious bullshit, but how is that guy the fucking problem? I mean, I can see why this, you know, the production, the sale thing, and obviously the use of the word chi, because the common people have no idea. They think it's fucking magic woo-woo Disneyland shit. So that's a problem. But why is the whole Tai Chi community up in arms? Because they're fucking jealous. They're fucking jealous. It's the only thing I can think of. It's the only thing I can think of. Because it doesn't make any sense. If they were idealists and they actually cared about people, the community, the art, society, the progeny, they'd be fucking looking at this Damo guy. Like, what are you? Who the fuck are you? Like, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean? But oh, you know, you can't be enlightened if you curse or if you drink, or oh, you have to abstain from this. Fucking idiots. It's fucking idiots. The Buddha never said you should never have sex. The Buddha said you should be not attached to it. Okay? They never said you can't drink alcohol. They said that what it does is it will impair your cognitive ability. And the whole idea of the practice is to focus your cognitive ability. It doesn't say you can't. It doesn't say you're going to hell. It never said you can't curse. It says right action, right speech, right livelihood. Never said what it was. Just said right action, right speech, right livelihood. Never said what that means exactly. Not really. Okay? It's interpretations. Yeah, you can say, well, you should not put that. Okay, well, you shouldn't damage people. Okay. Well, we're going to go into, like, you know, duels of philosophy right now. If you love someone, right, and you're in love, and you want to do this love thing, and something evil, and if you look at the word evil, when you spin it backwards, is live, so anything that's undoing life is evil. So, and if you look at the word lived, it's backwards, is devil. So, if you love this person, some evil motherfucker is going to go rob them or hurt them, you're going to say, oh no, I can't hurt you. See, that's the thing about you pick and choose your spiritual teachings. Okay? Something called the law of equivalence. Okay? The law of equivalence is we live in a closed system. Right? Let's just, you know, go back to the dome model that they used to live in 100 years ago and for the entire human history, right? We're in this closed system. So basically whatever's inside is all there is, and it has to exchange energy. See what I'm saying? This is something that's an obvious observation. So even a Buddhist monk, right, knows this. We're not supposed to eat root vegetables, right, because it kills the plant. So there's no way to sustain life without energy exchange, without a vampiric effect, right? There's no way. There has to be destruction to have creation or to keep stability. Because all things want to return to its primordial state. Everything wants to go to its original form. Nothing wants to be in the shape of this. This is not a fucking chair, okay? And this thing does not want to be a fucking chair. It's in this state because it was forced to be in this state, and eventually it will decompose and go right back to its original form, which is nothing but the etheric field, right? The magnetic fluid. The point being, there's going to be an energy exchange. This guy is going to take something that you care about, right? What are you going to do about it? Let the energy exchange happen? Okay, fine. Then you'll be at loss. If you can accept the loss, good for you. And that's a path. You want to be prey? You want to be a predator? It's a path. Okay? Our job, we were supposed to be the gods of this earth. We're supposed to be the caretakers of the earth, right? They say in the Christian Bible, or Jews, it says, the plants that are fruit-bearing seeds will be as your food, and the animals are to rule over them. What fucking kind of ruling king would eat their people or their subjects? Okay, it's kind of ridiculous, don't you think? So there's levels to this game, right? And you can talk philosophy in all this stuff, but if it has to come in a box that makes you feel good about it, it's probably not correct. There's a saying: if the devil isn't against you, he's probably walking with you. Okay? So it should be difficult. Later, Guillermo. Oh, he's running to the game. Fuck you and your game, bitch. I'm sure somebody will come across this and find it useful. And look, I'm sure when the guides say it's time, I'll start preaching some stuff that'll get me banned from here too. Okay? Right? Whenever I tell the truth, nothing good happens. But I mean, for the most part, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, every one of my bans is a false ban. Okay? And I have enough evidence that all I need, okay, is a little window of opportunity. Okay? But see, my problem is that I don't care about money, and I'm not really, I have better things to do than fucking care. Which is the problem. But anyway, what the fuck is on this chair? Excuse me. I don't like that. So yeah, I'm also trying to figure out what time, because people say, oh, I want to catch a live stream. Like, I don't know what time to come on for people who are all over the damn world. I don't know. I don't know, guys. So, where were we at? I wanted to go over some Qigong stuff, but this became a random let's hang out stream. How much time are we on? Oh, okay, it's 37 minutes. I can hang out for a bit, and we'll keep it going. If anybody is here, if you have any questions, pop them out. So, but yeah, that was what really grind my gear today, and the synchronicity of Mantak Chia, Mr. Smiles My Organs, kill the people with Tai Chi, and then immediately seeing this hyper-produced, pretentious guy, like perfectly manicured, drinking some fucking fluffy drink in some tropical paradise, talking about how, I feel like these guys who are, fighting or the too machismo, and like, you're living in the fucking delusional lands. These guys, like, that guy looks like somebody who grew up with a silver spoon in his fucking mouth. Like, his mom or dad had, like, a lot of money, and he decided that he wanted to go to fucking China to be a spiritual or fucking some bullshit, and they paid his whole fucking way, and, like, all the masters, like, kind of, like, let him hang around because he had money. That's what energy my reading gets from him. I don't know anything about the guy, okay? But the idea that he has the audacity to even say something like that means he's never, ever struggled. Okay? He doesn't know what the world is. This Dhammo guy. How can someone... See, the Buddha went from being this God king, okay, who has never even had an injury, he was so protected, to living like a fucking bum. Okay? He went, I need to see the suffering. I need to understand it. How is this guy Dhammo acting like he's a spiritual leader where you've disrespected and negated the experiences of 99% of the humans on this planet? You see, people like him do violence by proxy, right? You go and you fucking hire somebody else to do it for you. Or you'll use words like he did to me. He'll go on fucking Instagram and what kind of person, a guy on his level, right? He's been doing this fucking business for years. Why would you come and get that little extra comment at the end? Now I'm assuming Dhammo was Damien Short in Australia, and the reason I'm assuming this, because the two guys I was beefing with from Australia, so I'm thinking they were kind of buddies or something. I don't know. Maybe that's the excuse. And if that's the case, I'll give him a slide because you know what? At least he tried to back up his homeboys. At least there's a little bit of beef. But he just contradicted his fucking own statement in his video because he was saying that, yo, you can't be that guy or not be that guy. You have to be one or the other, bro. So my point is, this is why I get a little upset because I'm watching society fucking crumble. Okay? People like me who put in the work, their life's work, are being shitted on because of people like him who have a louder voice right now, going around and preaching to people that, oh, you know why they do that? You know why they keep saying the down? Because they don't want to have students come in that are like me. Or students that I'm like, all right, let's go. They don't want that. They want their quiet little geriatric home shit. And I'm not disrespecting in the sense that, you know, old people, because the Tai Chi meetups in New York are all older guys, and they go hard, okay? They go hard. It's not like some pussy shit. So it's not the problem. They've created a life for themselves, and great business model where they have martial tourism, and they get, you know, majority are low-level, intermediate, or average people who come in and they want to enjoy themselves and experience a couple of things. That's fine. That's fine. I commend them for that, actually. It's a great business model. People are happy. They're entertained. Good fucking job. The problem is when you've sat in that echo chamber for so fucking long, you're believing your own bullshit into thinking that Tai Chi's not a martial arts and it's meant for this and that. Motherfucker, look at the weapons in Tai Chi. Look at the weapons, okay? What, swords for dancing? No, the freaking Chinese government made it this way. They're not even allowed to forge a sword. They can't even make a sword. Okay? It's illegal. What's that? I know you're going to visit New York. I'm not going to visit New York ever, bro. I'm never going back if I can avoid it. Now, honestly, I would be convinced to go back for you, George, and that would be it. I have no reason to ever walk back into that fucking hellhole other than to see you guys. And I would have showed up, but my problem is I'm stuck in the middle of fucking nowhere with nothing but a motorcycle and this fucking deaf fuck who needs to go out literally 10 times a day because he's fucking 20 years old and deaf. Okay? So that's my life. But I can't express to you how New York, I never want to see that place again, man. I never want to see that place again. If I can take Chinatown and you guys out, I'd be happy. You know, just give me my vegetarian dim sum house on Pell Street, give me the Buddhist temple, give me Chinatown Park, and I'm done. I'm done. I'm fucking done. What's that? Can you do a lesson on tree standing so I can get... I have 100 videos, and there's actually one called Standing and Intention that you should check out. But if I'll do I actually have one already. V Davier, thank you for your videos, brother. Your points of view are always interesting. I find the Tai Chi from now. Oh, thank you, bro. Welcome. Oh, from Canada. Oh, Mike. No, that's good. Fucking Canada. That's how fucking tired I am. I tried to do the fucking I was thinking of Terrence and Phillip. I have a lot of friends in Montreal, so I love Canada. I hate Trudeau, but I love Canada. I'm gonna fly to how you guys do. What do you guys? What part of Canada are you from? Phillip, let me ask you. Do you guys have the poutine? So yeah, Tony. There's a couple of standing poems. I'll do another one. That's where I would go. I mean, start with that, and I'm gonna have to go and make playlists. And look, you know the deal. My ex-fiance, she was taking care of all that stuff, and when she got put in the hospital, everything went to shit. So, New Brunswick, cool. Actually, you know, it's funny. I have family in a place called in New Brunswick in New Jersey. So that's pretty funny. Oh wow, 30. Yeah. Well, from what I hear, Montreal's not the place it used to be either. It's a shame. It's a shame. I we're in some serious times, And part of the reason why I made the Discord is because there's things I would like to be able to teach people who are really interested in knowing what's going on, I can't say. There's things I can't say. You know what I mean? And there's things I can't even say about spirituality here. And there's things I can't say about... I can't teach what I really know. Okay? It's just the system is designed that way. Look at the guy Bruce Francis, for instance, right? Like, and because these people are popping up last week. He was I was saying, he's like a legit, the generation before me, the training, he understands. I understand him. He's from New York. We have that same ideology. Okay, it's a hard place to cut. You can't be soft there. There's no softness. And then you go to train with guys who were literally in wars killing people with their bare hands. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make is when you have the truth, the system and people in it become agents and they want to attack it. They want to attack the truth at all costs. Oh yeah, exactly. And I had my own live stream on Facebook where I was teaching a lot of that stuff. People don't realize, like good ninjutsu, right? The ninjas were Chinese. Okay? What's the word for internal? If you look in Chinese, in Tai Chi, ninja, right? It's very interesting how the spelling is so close to ninja. Very interesting. The point I'm trying to make to you is, I purposely live 5 lives parallel. So nobody knows my entire life. I go, with aliases, so I'll have 5 things going at once, side by side. The people who know me from martial arts don't know me from music, don't know me from X and X and X. Okay? For instance, I have my pro gaming channel. No one knew, only a few people knew about the martial arts channel. Until I told people, no one knew I was a professional gamer. Nobody knew, a lot of things I've done, So, the more people find out, the crazier the thing. Excuse me. Space says, you really are a piece of shit. I've seen the screenshot of Twitter of you messaging underage Okay. Good luck with that one. Right. Bro, my dick's the size of your arm. What am I gonna do with a fucking underage girl? Do you realize I headlined Exotica? Do you know how much fucking porn star pussy I can call up right now? Fuck you two retards. Oh my god. Okay, try another one, Space Cadet. Come down to Tampa, we push out. Oh, fucking awesome. It's funny. Nice to meet you, Paul. I can't read your name, sorry, guy. But I was actually thinking about moving there. I was actually thinking about moving to Tampa because, the death metal scene, whatever fucking metal scene's left, So it might happen where you may see me in Tampa next year. So that might actually be a thing. And I would love to come down because I haven't got to play with anybody. I've been stuck in this fucking... I'm grateful. My spirit team has protected me, throughout the entire lockdown. Look, man, if it would be a TV movie just to see what I've gone through, okay? Nobody would believe I'm still alive. Most people would have killed themselves. Also, martial arts is about discipline. Okay, who's this fucking guy? Okay, Space Cadet says, martial arts is all about discipline, which you have 0 of. Okay, that's great. I had the discipline to let you keep talking, right? Are you going to address the exposure videos we made about you? What exposure video made about me? Can you oh, there's a video about me? Oh, I gotta see this. There's an exposure video about me? Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Because let me tell you, any motherfucker, anybody who wants to fucking play, I would love you to expose me. Please do it. Please, I dare you. I fucking double dog dare you. Double dog dare you. Because all you're gonna do is make me famous. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and bust somebody's ass. Okay? And it'll be a fun day for me. So please post the video link. She was only 13. No, I think the song is She's Only 17. I think you've been hanging out with R. Kelly too long. Yeah, seriously, link. I want the link. I want to see this link. I want to see. See, now I know that YouTube's released the gate on my bullshit, because the last week I'm actually seeing in the analytics that I'm getting browse features now, so they're actually letting people see my videos. And now the trolls are back, so yay, I'm doing the right thing. Okay, good. So, but these trolls suck, man. These guys aren't even fun. Where's this link, bro? Where's this link? I'm waiting. I want to see this. I really fucking hope someone made an exposure or prove me wrong video. I fucking hope that happens. I fucking hope it happens. Please. Please. I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you, because you're gonna see people come out the woodwork. Oh, that'd be great. Okay, so apparently, Space Cadet, our new comic relief, the Gesture, says that there's Instagram screenshots of me talking to girls, and there's an exposure video. I want to see this. It's gonna be good. Let me explain something to you guys, okay? I am not who you think I am, and this is, the biggest problem, because I've been famous in 5 or more different realms, okay? Like, I've gone to war in the internet for decades, okay? You guys ain't shit. George is going to... Oh, awesome! I haven't seen George in forever. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what a good time to do these streams is, because there's people all over the world, and there's some people that are on the other side of the freaking, the toilet bowl. So I'm trying to mornings, because I thought people would be able to, but who knows? We'll figure it out. Supposedly Space Cadet has I like to know how he has screenshots of me messaging girls, because I don't have any girls on my Instagram except from the porn stars I knew in person. So I don't know what girls I'm messaging. But I also got banned, so I don't know how there's any screenshots. I don't have an Instagram account. So it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting stuff. But yeah, if George is coming in, we can go over the standing posture while he's in the room. I'll do it here. And because that way I can get his take on it. That'd be great. And that's another one. The two of you guys are doing a disservice to fucking humanity by not doing any videos. That's just my opinion. I mean, there's too many shitty people going around unchecked. The purpose of life is to pass on genetic and cognitive information. It's a purpose in life, right? That's all it is. Even right now, what are we doing? We're entertained by changing bits. You know what I mean? That's all it is. So when somebody like George, for instance, who has a pure lineage like that, if he doesn't put this on record, when he's gone, the book is gone. There's something that was lost, especially in the Chinese arts, as the heritage and keeping the heritage together. You know what I mean? And it's a social thing. That's why the Japanese are a little better at it. But it's what it is. So what were we talking about here? What's going on? I'm still waiting. Oh, did Space leave and not give us the video? You're hurting my feelings, bro. You hurt my feelings. But yeah, I'll stick around, and I was gonna do a little video, but if you guys are gonna come hang out, I'll stick around. I was gonna get myself a drink and recharge, and we'll get it in. But yeah, I can easily show that to you. Actually, I'll tell you guys to get into the Discord. I don't know if you're that tech savvy. The reason why I won't be going from George is because he's always working with different people. Uh, the only reason I won't be going from George is I'm trying to decipher that. Oh, okay. Well, George is George. George, George does. Um, I look. Everybody has a very. How can I explain this? The problems in life come when people try to overlay their perception of reality and their expectations on other people. If I see the color red, you can see it as green. It's the same thing with learning, okay? Everybody has a weird way to learn. Not everybody learns the same way. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I think you may find it easier to learn that kind of stuff from a video and then ask George for tips, So, it's just a way to do it. But the video that I do the tree posting is standing in tension and something else. And you'll see me in the video like this in front of the bamboo shoots. But personally, I don't practice standing postures because I think standing postures are only for people who don't have a martial arts set to do the standing postures in. Right? Because when you do the Tai Chi form, or any karate form for instance, how I learned, this is why for me standing posture is a big deal, because I learned karate, I learned it where you do this, and you're sitting here like this, and I mean back straight, not like the Chinese version, okay? And I'm gonna sit like this for a half an hour, okay? So this to me is a very normal thing to do, okay? Just to sit here like this. This is normal to me. So I would go and do Tai Chi form, I will sit in this posture, and this is my standing posture, right? And I will sit in this posture. This is my standing posture. Or if I'm doing karate, my teacher will leave, and he leaves us in the posture, and we just stand here. So for me, doing the traditional tree hugging stuff, I do it randomly, but I don't see the purpose in my training modalities. It doesn't mean anything to me. For you specifically, because you're doing a scrimma, there's no static postures to hold. So you really do need it. You know what I mean? If that's making any sense. So what I meant to say, George is always working with people, always showing energy, and that's why he has a legacy. Well, right. I agree. But I think, I said this to George before, I said he's not doing enough. He doesn't want to do it. Not everybody wants to teach like that. Everyone wants to be that guy. I can't blame him. I can't blame him, but if anybody should be doing it, it's him. You know what I mean? At least there should be some video record of his testimony, of his teacher and his lineage and the teaching. At least there's a historic record where he can say, this is what happened in my life and my, So at least that will be there, But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Because it's a shame. And the truth of the matter is, there aren't enough real students. Anybody he's teaching, I doubt very highly that he's going to get anyone who will get 20% of what he's learned. I just don't think there's anybody left. There's no new blood. The new generations, they don't have the drive, that focus. You know what I'm saying? They just don't have it. They don't need it. And I remember when I was coming up, our classes were 2 hours. I don't understand how you get an hour class I don't understand it. I can't see how an hour of class 2 days a week is enough to get you a black belt in 2 years. We were training 3 days a week, 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, and you're expected to train on your own every day. So, and that's just to be average in the old art. How the fuck are we going to teach these people? I can't do it. You know what I mean? You can't do it. So it's like, at this point, it's historical reference. You know what I mean? It's, that's where we're at. I don't see another, another option. Anybody have any questions, flop them out, I really do hope this. George! You know, I was telling Tony, when you commented the first video, I didn't even fucking know it was you. I saw, I'm like, who's this guy? I mean, I saw your email, I saw the last name, you messaged for World Tai Chi Day. I'm like, oh God, it's the St. George. I missed you guys, man. If I wasn't stuck in the middle of Nowhereville, I would have been up there. Yeah, George has always been working. I understand, but that's not what I mean. I mean, it's this. I don't know. It's just I'm looking at society and it hurts my soul. Okay, it hurts my soul. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't see any young blood. Like look at Ben, for instance, right? Ben's the next generation. Like they're built different. And their mind and their body's not right. You know what I mean? And the problem is that our generations we were taught like, oh no, we have to be easy on them. We can't be. But they weren't like that with us, and it wasn't like that before, and it wasn't like that before that. Why is it that we became these like pushovers for these idiots? Why aren't we training people the way we were trained? Like, I was trying to explain to Tony because, I've been on the internet for, since the beginning. You know what I mean? I was doing, I ran a crew of 150 hackers in the early 2000s. I've been in gaming channels and all this stuff. So I have an innate knowledge of society and how normal people on the internet act. Okay? So, and I also have an idea of how people in the hood act. I also have an idea of how people need to get smacked, have to get act, So I was sort of explaining to him, like, you guys know me, like, at home. Okay? This is me dealing with idiots. So that's what's going on. But yeah, I'm still the same dude. Hey Appa, come say hi. I don't know if you guys met Appa. This is Appa, say hi. Right, buddy? Thank you. He thinks he's a dog. But I don't know. I hope I can just get settled. I'm just starting to teach again now. Like I've been really not well. You know what I mean? I just didn't tell anybody. So I'm actually just starting to teach again. Like the last couple of weeks. And next week I'm starting officially schedules and stuff like that. So it's been a really strange time. I haven't been able to go anywhere or leave this fucking place. If I would have loved to have come up to New York just for the day. But I have no one. I have nobody. I can't explain to you like when I tell you I have no one left anywhere here. Okay, like I'm in the middle of nowhere. God dumped me on this spiritual retreat, and it's time for me to come back from my trip to the desert. It's been a wild ride, man. Oh man. So I don't know who else is around. If anybody has any questions or anything you want me to go over, we'll go over. I was gonna go more for the people who come later on when they watch the replay. We were talking about the qigong stuff, and I would love to hear what I don't know if you would be interested in this, George, if you're still here, but they have a thing where you can jump into a live stream, or if you can come into our Discord one day, and we can do a live stream from there, and like we'll do a video. And like actually hear what you have to say about the qigong and how it's taught in your lineage, because I learned qigong from a qigong master that was completely separate from martial arts. I didn't learn it the way anyone else did. I learned Tai Chi from everybody, so I don't really have a handle on how specific lineages are doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I just have the picture of like a science picture. You know what I mean? Like I understand mechanically this does this is why this does this, but the practice of each lineage I'm not very familiar. So, it is what it is. How has Chinatown been also? Like, is it getting back to normal? Or is it like still... that'll be awesome. I'm doing online classes. So I'm starting online, and then what I was trying to do is do seminars. And if you guys know anybody, I was talking to Luke about this, he wanted to do one. Before the lockdown happened, I tried reaching out to Richard Clear and see if he would help, want to work with me. And I was honestly like gonna say like I'll do like a video or something and it's like give them. But I don't know. Like I was saying, but anyway, I'm trying to get anybody involved who wants to do like group classes, seminars, some kind of like community thing where people who actually do stuff. Like like you guys, Richard Clear Camp, like the people who actually do stuff, not like you know what I mean? Like it would have been great. Luke was saying something about DC in the summertime. He knows somebody in DC, and there was one of the viewers was saying that they have a school in DC. So I was like, okay, maybe we'll do DC, and we'll try that. But I'm trying to figure out like is there a way to do like a location where it'd be central and everybody can get together and See, that's what I mean. Like when I learned Tai Chi from William Chen, all they were doing, even in his, because I only got it from Michael in the book, and it's just a very basic open close stuff. There's no actual energy work. Like I was taught from my Qigong master was like, you're going to the freaking, you're going on basically an acid trip, okay? So. But that's the thing. And it's like there's too much nonsense going around with the I just see people teaching this. It's just completely nonsense. I mean, like, and maybe it offends me more because I put so much work into the arts, and all the arts that I put all the work into have been completely defamed. And it's not because the arts are bad; it's because people are retarded. But there's no consensus. I mean. Nothing makes sense. And especially now with all these people, who is this? Hearts forever. We stand a short king. We stand a short king. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I see heart, so okay, cool. I love you too. I wish I was short. Let me tell you something, like, bumping your head everywhere you go, not being able to fit anywhere, size 13 shoes, nothing fun about being tall. Nothing fun about it. Okay? The only good thing about being tall is that, like, when I can make believe the power of my grandmother's chancleta, the animals, I don't even have to beat my animals. I show them this, I go, and they go, oh no, I don't want it. But, yeah, and this is an interesting time in society, guys, because, I can understand, like, you guys don't see the whole picture, and it's difficult, you know what I mean? So, it's an interesting position I've been put into. Who is this Hearts Forever? Hearts Forever, we stand a short king. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck that means. Does that mean I stand, or are you saying that you are a group of stands? That, I guess, a group of okay. So I think the message that this person is trying to convey is they are a group of dwarves named Stan, and when they combine forces like Voltron, they become a short king. I think that's what she's trying to say. Let me know if I'm okay with that, if I'm close. Let me know if I... Well, this stream took an extreme. Oh, George, like, how you been doing with, like, your stuff? You're still doing the foam rolling? You're still doing the stuff? Because I can help torch you from far away. I have all the tools and all the talent. Oh man, I'm way too sober for this life, guys. I need to go get some. I haven't drank a shot of whiskey in so long. I didn't need to get a bottle of whiskey and have a little party. Definitely need a shot right now. Oh man, what are you looking at? All right. Well. Oh, good. Very nice, very nice. Is there any good how is the group? Is the meetup still going now with the whole like? How's it? Like, what's going on over there? Is it good? Like, jeez. I'm also going to be setting up the stream rig, so I'll be. I don't know. You guys never saw my Facebook streams or my other streams, right? You're right. But they didn't see it. But I'll be doing like a professional stream with overlays, all that stuff. So if you guys want to come and chat on the stream, what'll happen is I used to do it on my talk shows. You come to the Discord server, and then I would stream from the Discord. I put the Discord on the stream, and then everyone hangs out and have a whole discussion. So we can actually have a group meeting with every single person from the New York Tai Chi community live on my live stream. You know? And also I have the Discord, and you guys can always meet up and hang out there and do lessons there. The reason I made the Discord channel is people don't, and you guys aren't exactly tech savvy. Discord is like, basically, it has, if you can mix Zoom and Facebook and Twitter together in one place where you can have like your own free little pocket that has all those things, that's what it is. So with Discord, you guys can come in and there's like a chat room, and on top of that, there's these video and text chats. So you can go in like a private room, or a room that can have like up to 100 something people in it, and do classes and seminars. So when standing, the movement is internal, MT bring energy up, then release it down. See, that's interesting, because I've been examining this as a pressure system now. So, like, I don't know if you guys have seen any of the last streams I was doing. I was explaining the chi thing. Let me close the window so I can show you guys. I don't want random neighbors in my business. Okay. So, find it, you lock your points, you connect to it. All right, so what I do is, the Qigong I was doing is like, you connect to the North Star, you ground out. Can you guys see my feet in there? Because I have to chat up. Okay. So you put your feet contact, central equilibrium, 3 points. Okay, fine. We got all the ground stuff there. Okay. So the way I was looking at in general is I have my yang side, my yin side, my heart side, my soul side, right? So when I'm thinking of fighting, I'm thinking I have like this. It's a bone spear. That's what I've got from the karate that we teach. It's like when I go punch, I'm not hitting with I'm spearing with the knuckle, right? So when I'm doing Tai Chi form, I'm thinking the same ideas. If I have my bone spear and then I have the sponge underneath or whatever, fine. So I was trying to explain, okay, well, if I'm not talking the Qigong aspect, I have to turn that off and just go into what the Qigong thing feels like. And once I did that, I put myself in the same position where I would mentally be where my Qigong master would put me, and I noticed immediately I start to float. And I mean like literally float and sway. And that's when the chi feeling turns on. So now I immediately feel it in my hands, and it immediately changes the color of my hand. I don't know if you can see, like there's like little spots. Like as soon as I turn it on, it like aerates. But the reason I'm bringing this up is that, okay, the body's a bag of water, okay? When I breathe in, I'm compressing my femur, and then the blood in my legs is coming up through the sides. Then it comes up on the other side, right? So you get that pung floaty feeling. So the other idea is that, there's a whole bunch of weird stuff where I was connecting my hands to my spine, a little weird shit. But the reason I brought this up for you is that there's two ways you can have this energy thing going down and up, right? Or left to right. If it's a pressure system and it's going from compression to rarefaction, then that means every single move the hand goes up, the hand that goes down is pushing it. So instead of leading the form from this hand, in this model, I should be leading the form from this hand. Because from a pressure perspective, right, the energy on this side pushing blood and sinking creates the return force on the other side. And then you wind up having this teeter-totter flow pressure. So I don't know if that's the same thing. It's a long-winded response, but I don't know. On Facebook, I had, Jesus Christ, I had collectively 15,000 followers on Facebook. Okay, from my main accounts. You know what I mean? But the reason why you don't know, because I was, like I said, I don't mix my lives. So when I was working, my security life my adult entertainment industry life, my music life, my martial arts life, my comp sci life, you know what I mean? My other things that have gone on, I don't mix them together. So, you know, there was, I mean, it's very, very rare that, you know, because what the hell would you guys want to see, you know, like working freaking adult conventions, you know what I mean? No one cares. But, you know, it's an interesting life. But I don't know if that's the same idea that George was talking about. I don't know if you caught that. But this idea of like he was saying, it was like, you know, it was one goes up, the other one goes down. That's what I just came to my mind the last week, was that whole pressure system thing. So it's like everything has to go down first. And that even goes into my whole concept that everything is just on. And, you know, because for years I was saying, no, I can break the whole style down to pung and on. But when I really am paying attention now, there's nothing but on. You know what I mean? Pung is an illusion. Pung is literally the mirror refracted image of on. You know what I mean? And then everything else from that is just a variation of that. There's nothing else. There's nothing else, right? Because without on, there's nothing, right? Without like settling down, pressing and pressing, you can't get pung because you have to have a downward force. So, I mean, if I was to, I think all Tai Chi Chuan, it's reduced to the down pressure. But, well, my introduction. I mean, maybe I'm going too beyond the levels of geekdom. Who knows? You know? Oh, give me 1 second. I'm gonna. This will be loud. I forgot I made this wonderful pink thing to match Adam Minza's shirt in the Damo Mitchell interview. Because I want to sit in some fucking tropical island and drink fruity fucking pebble drinks in my pink shirt. I'm actually jealous. The reason why I'm a little jealous because my original plan when I escaped New York was to come down here, drop off everything, and then fly straight to Thailand. And my plan was to move to Thailand. And I had enough money saved up, I had everything. I've legitimately went through my entire life savings. Like I'm fucking, that's good. Did I ever show you the waterfall relaxation? No, you didn't even show me that. No, that's see, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about because, you know, pre-2000, well, I mean, somewhere between 12 and 16, you know, from 2003 to 12, I've researched everyone that was available, possible, and never heard of such a thing in the Tai Chi lineage. You see what I mean, George? That's why I'm saying you and Tony gotta make freaking videos. You know, you gotta do it. I don't care about this YouTube. Like I said, man, I had records on the radio in 26 countries in 2000. I mean, I've been famous 100 times. I don't, you know, I've signed enough titties in my life. I don't care about that. You know what I mean? That's not why I do this. You know, people need it. They need it. They need it. If any time in reality people need it is now. They need a kick in the ass. But I would really like to do, and I was saying this, I'm saying it again, I would like to start hosting some seminars where get some of you guys to come together, you know, and then do like, because look, the push hands meets that we used to do, in my opinion, are the only type of push hands meets there ever be. Because if you're going into push hands in a competition format, you've defeated the purpose of push hands. Right? Because if it's a competition format, it should just be you know, like, you know, I'm getting sidetracked. But anyway, my point is, you know, to take what we did in New York and make it a traveling circus would be a good thing for humanity. Because the current models that are being used, you know what I mean? It's narcissistic, pretentious, full of Dunning-Kruger effect. It's a lot of bullshit. Society is decaying, and the excuse that Tai Chi's done stuff because people are old, it's bullshit. That that everyone's trying not to hurt anybody's feelings. Man, we're from New York. Why do we care about hurting these people's feelings? We take the subway. Okay? Who are these people? I mean, maybe I've become the mad monk. My time in isolation has been too long. Maybe that's the problem. But I guess I should talk about that. What I'll do during the form, how I do the relaxation thing. But again, like I learned meditation and stuff so young in my life that for me, and I was also a hypnotherapist. I did all this stuff. So for me, like I can make that brain switch transition like it's a button for me. So, like for instance, if you see me, George knows more than anybody because he's seen me play with how many random people. There's a switch in my brain and and it's like I go into another mode and I all those prerequisites, it just happens for me because of all the combined training, but there was no actual thing. What is this light annoying? Yeah, it's the one. Okay. So what I tend, in my opinion now, the place I'm at now is I think that trying to get people to relax constantly isn't a possibility. So what I'll do is I have them use what they know is tension and structure. So if part of the problem with people, a lot of anatomy problems, and what the hell is the name of the school? PRI, Posture Restoration Institute, I think those are the guys. And they are talking about this, where the way that your foot hits the ground, if you're not in proper contact, your body is in a controlled fall, right? Because I've been teaching this for decades before I even heard these guys. But they have like different terms, they have like patterns and stuff they refer to. But the idea is that if you're not in the ground and you don't have contact, you can't feel contact with the ground properly, you're gonna have tension, hidden tension. Because the subconscious and motor memory is sitting there waiting to fall, right? Because walking is a controlled fall. So the first thing to me is getting the student into a structural position where the unconscious, parasympathetic, stuff can turn down. It's not, you know what I mean? So that usually has to do with the feet. So once I get their feet in, and then I teach them about the vertical stack, and I get them stacked, and I tell them hit the North Star, half the job for me is normally done, because when the stack is complete, you know what I mean? They're not holding themselves, and then by trying to follow all these directions and all this stuff, they seem to be relaxed. But that's what I'm gathering, you know, at this point, because again, I came into Tai Chi not knowing, because there was any meditative whatever. There was William Chen's book where the preface describes him punching someone in the face in the movie theater in Chinatown and breaking his shit. So my understanding in my snapshot of Tai Chi was that it is the other side of my karate. You know what I mean? So I didn't get that chi stuff. No, it was, I came to my karate school, he said, yo, we want something cool? And he took a phone book, put it in my chest, and just punched me in the fucking chest. And my back felt like it was gonna break. I'm like, what the hell was that? That's Tai Chi. Oh, I gotta learn that. So there was no, up until 2007, and I started Tai Chi in 1990. Okay, I started Tai Chi before I was in college. So it has to be 95 or 6. So I didn't hear, even when I went to Avi school in 2001, we didn't do any Qigong, it was the form and push hands. Like, I didn't learn any Tai Chi Qigong until 2010. It didn't even exist. It wasn't even a thing in my mind. You know what I mean? It was just, to me, it was just, from the very beginning, it was all about feeling my bone marrow, extend, contract, blah, blah, blah. My first Qigong master was in 2000 when I was in med school. So that's a whole other situation. So I already had, and that's probably why I overlooked it, because I already had the Qigong practices and I was training in Buddhism. And I mean, when I was training, understand, like, I was super, like, I was literally the monk in the city. You know what I mean? Like, I was living the warrior monk life for many years. I mean, like, super straight edge, like, like meditating for 2 hours a day, the whole thing. So that I didn't see the connection. You know what I mean? Because what's the point of, I don't understand the point of putting this type of energy into the form. You know what I mean? Like, or should bring it into, because it's a proprioceptive switch. Like for instance, when you guys do Qigong in the form, right? How is it described to feel? Right? Because, I learned a very specific family lineage of Qigong and Qigong, right? So it's a little different, but there's like different energies you can grab onto or focus on, right? So the magnetism energy, right? I'm just not understanding like why they would want that feeling in the form. You know what I mean? Because I just don't understand the need to bring it out there. I'm trying to figure out why. Like, why is it there? Like I just don't understand. I'm not saying it's not supposed to be there, because obviously I learned the form from William Chen that is obviously not an authentic Tai Chi form in the lineage sense of old school. Like the Chen Manqing form is a disgrace. It's an abomination. Chen Manqing's form is a fucking abomination. If you really think about, you know what I'm saying? Like from the grand scheme of the cultural thing, it's a fucking abomination what he did. But at the same time, if he didn't do that, millions upon millions of people would have never even heard of Tai Chi, and they would never got accessible to it. So what are you gonna do? Like I would have never known about Tai Chi if it wasn't for Chen Manqing. So I can't really say that much. But yeah, that's basically that. I'm trying to figure out, like, at this point in my training, the only place left to go is to go, into the energy work. But the problem for me is that I immediately want to go into what I know, and what I know works for me. You see what I'm saying? Like I immediately want to cycle through those practices that I would do in Qigong and Buddhist training and throw them on top, but I avoid that because I don't feel like it's supposed to be there. You know what I mean? So, like, my whole thing with Tai Chi was when I figured out what it really was. Once I met Avi and then YouTube happened, and then I figured out that the Tai Chi that I learned is not Tai Chi, right? Like I figured, in that sense, you know what I mean? So it's a weird place. Make sure you guys hit the like button, by the way. I know it doesn't seem like much, but the way that the computers work, the likes mean a lot. So whenever you see a video, even if you hate my guts, like the freaking video, please just hit the button. Especially the live streams. But yeah, I know people are cycling in and out, so if anybody has any questions, comments, or accusations, you're more than welcome to hit me up. I don't know if George is still over here, but if you guys want to like figure out something for like some kind of seminar or thing, I would love to come. Like, I wish things weren't the way they are, because the idea of going into New York City gives me agita. I want to vomit. I get anxiety thinking about New York. Like, thinking about going back there makes me nervous. Like, it says, I can't take it. Like, thinking about ever having to get on a train to go to work or drive through that traffic ever again, I can't. I can't do it. And it's so much so that I'd rather die on the mountain alone. Because let me tell you, man, I've came close a couple of times where I was literally on my deathbed here. Okay? Where I'm fucking vomiting, shitting blood. Okay? And I hate how New York makes me feel so much that I would rather die in my bed alone than ever walk back, even past Pennsylvania. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. The whole ride, I came down, when I crossed that Virginia border into North Carolina, there's like an energetic shell that gets removed. And as soon as you cross that border, it just feels different. You can even see the way the cops treat people is different. Like on the border of Virginia going to North Carolina, there's like state troopers, by like literally 5 to 10 of them, and they're like cycling, pulling over cars before the border, just so they can make sure they get you before you cross over the border. That's how much scumbags they are in those states. Okay? The idea of going back to New York with the freaking the Chinese spy camera system and all the crazy people, I miss you guys. I really do. But I can't do New York. I don't have any more fight in me. Yeah, I just don't got it in me. Alright, buddy. I'm sorry not to see you again. Well, if George is going to come to Central Point, I'm going to find the Central Point. So we're going to make it happen. Well, if George is leaving, I'm fucking leaving. Because I only stood on for him. So, screw you guys, I'm going home. I actually got to pee. No. But anybody else stick around? You have any questions, comments, or accusations? I'm sorry, I was originally intending on doing another technical stream, but it got sidetracked. Friends showed up. It is what it is. So anybody who's coming in later on, deal with it. Okay, I'm also going to be doing one free form class a month in the Discord. All right, I'll probably do 2. One will be like a daytime, one will be a nighttime. So it'll be like an introductory, and then we'll do like one group call where anybody wants to actually talk about like theory and crap. We can do that. So start inviting people. We already have about 30 people, I think, in the Discord now. So it's looking pretty good. So yeah, that's where we're at. Yeah, but I gotta go through New York to get there. You don't understand, man. Before I left New York, I literally, if I wasn't at work, I was home. And I would go see you guys, and I'm done. You guys don't understand. Like, I was so done with New York when I was hanging out with you guys there. Literally, the only social thing that I was doing at that point was going to Chinatown because I was so disgusted with humans to deal with it. But I honestly, if things go well this year, if I can get, because COVID wiped me out. Okay, wiped out all my business, wiped out all my sites. So I'm literally starting from nothing in the middle of nowhere. I'm lucky enough that, I was able to take everything I worked for from New York with me. But, it's going to be a rough ride. But I'm going to do it because there's no other choice. So that's what we'll be doing. And if it goes well, I would love to fucking come to New York. If I can get it, and honestly, look, I'm not trying to be a dick, but in all honesty, I should be able to be booking seminars, okay, like pretty, consistently at this point. So if I can get that done by the end of the year, I would love to be able to have a reason to come up. You know what I mean? Especially if I could get my travel paid for. You know what I mean? That would be great. My main concern is fucking dog. But if I'm getting, if I can get it paid for, I'll just put him in the car. You know what I mean? So that might actually happen. So, all right. I know I'm boring people and just running my fucking mouth. But this seemed to be a decent time. I think, what time was that we did? So we'll probably do more of this time. And Tony, check out, I don't have the best organized videos right now, but if you go to the top where it says videos, if you look on my page, it'll have like the little folder things I put on there. But if you click the video button and scroll down the hundreds of videos, there's a couple of them. One of them is standing intention and something else. and there's another one that teaches about the standing posture. But I would suggest after you watch the standing posture video, go and watch the live stream Tai Chi and Qigong, what isn't taught. Okay? Because I really go into detail about like the Qigong stuff. So that's gonna help. And join the Discord. You guys are noobs. You guys are on the Discord, right? So on that note, I'm gonna go and before my bladder explodes. But so there's a little pink juice. Salud. That is my stomach dit da jiao. It's watermelon, cantaloupe, pineapple, and banana. Some badassery, all right? All right. But I love you guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for support. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, all that other stuff. Anybody showed up later for the replays. And questions, comments, accusations in the channel. Join the Discord. Free sessions coming up. All the other good stuff. I think of anything else in your mom's butthole, I'll let you know. See you guys soon. Peace out.